Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck considering eloping instead of having lavish wedding ceremony. As dished by an insider, Lopez and Affleck cannot wait to say their vows. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck might give their fans a big surprise very soon. The couple is planning to elope instead of having a huge wedding. As dished by an insider, J.Lo and Affleck cannot wait to say their vows. They are both madly in love and don't want to let one another go this time, the source said. They noted that the Batman star considers the Hustlers actress the one that got away and he is determined to make sure that doesn't happen this time. J.Lo and Affleck were engaged to each other from 2002 to 2004, but called it off due to excessive media coverage. This time around, the insider notes that Affleck and Lopez are considering eloping, instead of having a big lavish wedding. For the Latino singer, Affleck has matured into the man of her dreams and she would definitely say yes when the right time comes, the source added. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck skipping big wedding and eloping instead, report says. Are Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck planning to elope in secret? One report says the Geely stars want to skip the wedding altogether and just tie the knot as soon as possible. Jennifer Lopez's courthouse wedding. According to Who, Affleck and Lopez are having the time of their life. They've gallivanted from the Venice Film Festival to the Met Gala, always looking enchanted with one another. It looks like they're ready to take the next step. An insider at OK says, it isn't a question of if they will get married by rather when. Affleck's kids and Lopez's kids are mingling about in an effort to get to know each other. Engagement rumors kicked into overdrive when Affleck was spotted shopping for rings at Tiffany's, though that was later revealed to be a scavenger hunt. For their actual ceremony, the two are probably going to skip a lavish wedding entirely, with an Us Weekly source saying they are considering eloping. The insider concludes, they are both madly in love and don't want to let one another go this time. It's a strange story. Some of this article is dead-on accurate because some of it is pulled from reputable sources. The bit about their kids is completely true, and Affleck and Lopez are obviously quite taken with one another. Rushing into marriage is completely out of character for the two, but they seem to like each other enough to commit. The best and worst of Who is on display in this story. Unlike most other tabloids, it resists simply putting words in the mouths of so-called sources. Instead, it doggedly cites other publications. The problem is it treats outlets like OK with as much respect as People and E! News. This makes the ultimate claim of eloping sound more authoritative than it actually is. This story echoes, but it's just a stitched-up version of other claims. Gossip Cop already debunked Tiffany's anecdote when it happened, and since it's false, it shouldn't be brought up in this story as evidence. As for the OK source, we debunked its claim that Lopez married Alex Rodriguez back in 2018. It recently alleged that Rodriguez was bad-mouthing Affleck, but he's kept a tight lip. These sources are simply not valid. Will they elope though? This eloping anecdote comes in the wake of another conspicuously unmentioned Us Weekly story. Before promising they would elope, it claimed Affleck and Lopez were rushing toward marriage but were hung up on setting up a prenup. The change in narrative doesn't bode well for Us Weekly's authority. Bearing all of this in mind, it's hard to believe this eloping story. each other. Engagement rumors kicked into overdrive when Affleck was spotted shopping for rings at Tiffany's, though that was later revealed to be a scavenger hunt. For their actual ceremony, the two are probably going to skip a lavish wedding entirely, with an Us Weekly source saying they are considering eloping.